Good morning and happy Tuesday. You're never going to believe this. 2 sunny days in a row. That's like a first for here for like a month, literally. Like, check our history of our forecast. 2 days of sunny weather is just unheard of around here for the last month. So I'm like excited with no real plans. But hey, it's sunny. So yes, I'm up kind of early and ready to go because I have to take the Jeep to the dealer this morning. They open at 8. So I have like 40 minutes yet until they open, and they're only 2 miles up the road. It has to have a new radiator put in it. This is a Jeep that's only 3 years old. It's a 2013 Jeep Wrangler that we bought from brand new, full warranty. And we don't ever drive it. Like, to give you an idea, we have 13,000 miles on it, and it's 3 years old. So I'm baffled as to how Chrysler can build something that's that bad, that with 13,000 miles, the radiator is leaking. I just don't get it. And, knock on wood, thank God, this leak started 2 weeks before our warranty ran out. And since it was ordered before the warranty ran out, they'll still have to fix it for nothing because now our warranty is out. It just, I hate cars. I hate cars. I hate cars. I know we have to have them unless you want to live in the city and do everything in the city. You have to have a car, but dang it, that's ridiculous for what you spent. This was a $40,000 vehicle, and they can't put a radiator in it that lasts for over 13,000 miles. And obviously with only 13,000 miles, we don't abuse the vehicle. My husband is a high-maintenance freak when it comes to maintaining cars. So, okay, my rant is over. So I have 40 minutes that I'm ready to go, so I'm going to have my hot tea now because I need my decaf. No, oh my God, Michelle, I don't need my decaf. I need my caffeine. Seriously, now you know I need my caffeine. I can't even call it the right name. So I'm going to drink my tea. I'm back. So I'm starting dinner. It's only 1:15, but what I'm making is going to take several hours. So I'm having pork chops tonight. They're not going on yet. But what I'm making with the pork chops is some pinto beans that I cook with a ham hock, and then I'm going to be making some skillet cornbread to go with that as well. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to start my beans. So I've just bought a pound of dried pinto beans. You could probably use any kind of beans, like if you wanted to use black-eyed peas or navy beans, it probably does not matter. I just always choose to use pinto beans. So I'm going to put those into a large saucepan, along with this gorgeous ham hock that I got at market. So, voila, and I'm just going to cover it completely with water, whole way to the top. So bear with me 1 second here. What I'm going to do is, once that's covered with water, I'm going to bring it to a boil. Once it's boiling, I'll turn it down to low, and I'll let it simmer for about 3 hours. Still filling with water. Okay, all filled with water. So again, I'm going to put that on my stove. Turn that on to high heat. Bring that to a boil. Once it's boiling, I'm going to put my lid on it. Whoa. And I will let that simmer for about 3 hours, or until the beans are nice and tender. And I'll show you what that looks like at that time, and then we'll season it at that time as well. I'm back. I'm going to start my cornbread now. So what I have in my mixing bowl is a cup of cornmeal, just regular yellow cornmeal, a half a cup of flour, a tablespoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of salt. So all I'm going to do is combine those together. And then in my measuring cup here, I have 1 cup of buttermilk and a half a cup of regular milk. And to that, I'm going to add an egg In the meantime, I am preheating my oven to 450 degrees. So I've added an egg to my buttermilk and milk mixture, and I'm just going to whip that up with a fork to break my egg up. Alright, and then to that I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of baking soda. And I'm making a mess as usual. Now I'm going to pour this into my dry ingredients. You don't want to over stir your cornbread. You're just going to keep folding it together until it's moistened. Now what I've done with this is that measuring cup has a 1/4 cup of butter flavored Crisco in it, and I just melted it in the microwave. And then meantime I'm going to get my cast iron skillet heating up. I want this on a very high temperature, and then this is 2 tablespoons of butter flavored Crisco. Alright, I think that's good. I don't want to work it too much. I have a few lumps, but that's okay. I'm going to add my butter Crisco to my cornbread mixture. And again, you're just going to stir that until it's combined. Alrighty, I'm going to pull the camera down here. Alright, this is starting to melt. So I'm going to turn you off, and I'll turn you back on as soon as this is... Okay, so hopefully I can do this now with one hand. Oh, I don't know. I'm not very talented at the one hand thing. What you're going to do is pour your cornbread mixture into your hot skillet, and I'm going to have to sit you down here a second. There. Whoa, see, I'm making a mess. I'm just scraping my bowl. Just going to let this cook on the stove for a minute. And after a minute, we're going to pop it into the oven and cook it for about 20 to 25 minutes, just until your edges become crispy. Okay, it's been on the stovetop for a minute, so now I've turned off the heat, and I'm going to put this right in the oven, again at 450 degrees for about 20 to 20. While my cornbread is baking in the oven, I have prepped my pork chops. All I'm going to do with these is bake these for about 45 minutes. All I've seasoned them with is a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil and some celery salt and some onion salt. I've checked my beans. They are done. I've tested them. They're nice and soft, so I've turned them off. They're just going to hang out. I've seasoned them with some salt and pepper and some onion salt. Pork chops are ready for the oven, and cornbread is baking, so we are well on our way. Soon time to eat, and if you've been watching my videos, you'll know there are certain things that I just cannot stand, and one of those things is onions. I'm not an onion eater. Again, unless it's an onion ring, then I can do it. But to put an onion in my mouth and crunch down on it, bleh. So anyway, you'll see this, this salad is all over the internet right now, which is just cucumbers and tomatoes and avocado, and most people put red onion in it. And then I'm seeing all kinds of variations on the dressing. Well, here's my version, which is cucumber, tomato, and avocado, and no onion. Now, I am going to sprinkle a little onion salt on it. I know, don't even ask. Yes, I love the flavor of onion. No, it's a texture thing. I can't bite down on one. So I'm just going to, again, put a little onion salt and then some good seasoned Italian dressing. And this is my vegetable with my pork chops and my cornbread. So back to the cornbread, that's out of the oven. I've spread some honey on it. I'm going to put that back in the oven right before we eat, just to warm it a little. Beans are just hanging. That's a nasty looking ham hock in there, but that's what that is. Pork chops are just cooking away. And the reason I make the veggie salad is because I don't eat beans either. Again, don't ask. Just something about beans, to me, they're like mush in a skin. I can't eat beans. Now, I can eat green beans, yellow wax beans, but like beans, like white beans, black beans, pinto beans, no, not going in my mouth. So, if we're going to get all the weirdness out in the open, we might as well do it now. There are several things that I cannot stand. I don't even like to smell them. They are, well, I've already said what I can't eat. I can't stand to eat an onion. I can't stand to eat beans. Smells, which also means I'm not eating these items, are bananas. Hate bananas. Hate, hate, hate. That is the fruit of the devil. Blech. Mustard. I can't stand the smell and taste of mustard and tuna. I'll make tuna steaks for Mike because they're not fishy, but that canned and bagged tuna, first of all, meat should not come out of a can or a bag. Like to me, that's cat food. I can't do the tuna. So there, you have all my food weirdness. I'm done now. So I'm going back to mixing up my salad, and Mike should be leaving work any minute. I'm starving. I can't wait till he gets here. I need to eat. Oh. Beautiful night tonight. What you doing? What you doing? Are you so cute?